Welcome to everybody. Welcome Vinu. Welcome Kanchan. How are you? Hope everybody is doing well and hope everybody can hear me well. Just want to make sure that we are all good technology wise before we start. Good morning, Jaya. Can everybody hear me? Just send a thumbs up if you can and a thumbs down if you can't. Let me get my computer glasses on. Why do I need these? Just to reduce the strain on the eyes. All right. So Dr. Poonam says thumbs up. Great, thank you. Minakshi, good morning. Good morning, Jaya. And welcome on this beautiful Sunday. Lots of people are joining in, so we'll let them all join in and we shall have a quick chat on how Sunday is. Sunday is a beautiful day. I hope everybody's gotten a beautiful start to their Sunday morning as Sunday. It's a day to get the sun rays within you. And I was, attending this class on the sun, and it tells me that every color of the sun as it's rising hits our chakras and activates them as we go through the whole day, which basically means that if you are in prayer of the sun while it's rising, it automatically activates all your chakras to a beautiful start of the day. So hello to Wendy, hello to Emma and Nawaz. Good morning to all of you. It's we started at 11:11. It's 11:13 now, and just a minute or so before we get started again. Just making sure there are no more laggers. If you have any questions during this session, you can always type it in the chat box. I will take over those questions as we go along during the session, and I will talk about what we're going to talk about, which is basically heal and trauma, and I will try and cover as much as I can with each one of you. Of course, this is the beginning of a larger class, so I will give you snippets of everything that's happening. I will also talk about the larger class that's happening so that you are all aware of it. Okay? For everybody who does not know me, I am Dr. Saurabh Bidani. I'm a mental health therapist. My PhD is in mental health, and I'm an expert in 26 human behavior modalities, from healing, which is energy healing, to psychological healing. So I cover the gamut. So you can call me a psychologist and a healer in the same breath. I combine it all together for my proprietary three intelligence healing sessions where I work on counseling, I work on gut therapy, which is exercises, and then I also work on your molecular level therapy. Having said that, my journey into this beautiful, amazing space of human behavior, human psychology started when I was a child. My best friend was Krishna, and anything I needed, every time I got upset, I always used Krishna as my best friend, drawing board, action board, bouncing board, whatever you want to call it. And it gave me immense peace when I did that. I was connected to that Paramatma, the supreme power, without knowing it. I had no idea. I was just a child. And as I was growing up, the same thing gave me lots of strength when I bounced back from multiple personal and professional challenges. I've been part of large companies. As a VP, I've headed a huge multinational company. And 2017, while I was in the hills of Himalayas and I was reading about Shiva in Sadhguru's book, I saw my path. So you could say, Batti jal gayi, light turned on, enlightenment happened, is when I was able to figure out what I wanted to do in life. That is to show 10 million people their path to success. That we truly can be great if we choose to. And greatness is not about climbing mountains. Greatness is about doing what you're doing in the best manner possible in the most exuberant manner possible. That means full of joy, full of love, full of happiness in whatever you're doing. Like I'm drinking water. Can I enjoy just drinking the sip of water? You are here on a Sunday. Come without any expectations, as if you're going to enjoy yourself. The only expectation from yourself should be I am going to enjoy myself. That's it. However it may be. If you like the blue colors of my wall, there's yellow color here also, which you can't see. The red chair, the yellow couch. If you enjoy it, just enjoy it. You know, as you growing up as a child, you listen to people talking about movies, and I'm a big movie buff, by the way. And everyone has such just different thoughts about movies, don't they? Somebody's are looking at that person's clothes, somebody's looking at the decor of the home, somebody's looking at the acting, and somebody's just sitting back and enjoying. The whole idea is be in complete exuberance. Bilal says, what is emotional reason for constant khansi with mucus? I'll come to that. Perfect question. Thank you for asking. And Arya says, good morning. Good morning to everybody. Now let's get into the topic. So, what is that one thing that stops us from being amazing, that makes us suffer, that hurts us? You have heard, of course, past. But what about the past? What is it about the past that makes us feel bad? Anybody has any answers? Please type in the chat box. I will take up those answers as well. And the answer is correct. Yes, it's the past. But in the past, it's our experiences. Because we either become high risk takers or zero risk takers due to the past we have. If something worked for us in the past, we'll be like, yes, I can do this. If something that did not work in the past, we'll be like, no, I can't do it. So much fear goes on. So much fear goes on. I had this beautiful offline on site with people workshop last week. But do you know it took me 3 months to convince myself to do it? Because of all the COVID and everything, there's a lot of personal losses during COVID that I wasn't ready to meet so many people in a group. But I realized what was blocking me was something which had already happened or happened to other people. It necessarily did not happen to me. The road in front of me was not built yet. It wasn't there. Let's go into some of your traumas. And I'm going to take simple ones from falling off the stairs to lot of us, people here having gone through bodily misconducts by other people, what we call as sexual harassments by people to their children, to young adults as they're growing up. And that leaves so many scars to watching an accident or watching somebody die in little childhood, where you have no idea, but these traumas exist. Of watching your parents go through tough times during money, which makes you very cautious with money now. And even though you have it, you can't spend it. These small little things. Or somebody as a child saying to you as a child, some adult saying, Are ye to kali hai. Are ye to chota hai. Look at his father, he's so tall. Look at him. Look at her mother, she's so beautiful. These are all traumas that we face in day to day life. Unmet expectations, Vandy, yes, well said. But those unmet expectations come from the setting of expectations. Who set those expectations for us? Who made us feel that we should feel like this? It is the environment around us. First and foremost, from your mother's womb, the way your mother is treated is the way you feel. And that's why, remember, whenever you're talking to a pregnant lady, you always say, give her the happiest of times. Put nice, beautiful pictures around her. Because the child who is within the mother's womb needs to experience love. Otherwise, the child will be born with a lot of unhappiness. After the child is born, how are they treated? What are they given? Are they given love? Are they cuddled? This new theory about leave the child alone, let them cry. No, the child needs to feel comforted. The child needs to know that whenever I'm down, I will have the support of the community. Otherwise, we disconnect, we break up from the community. We're always like, it's me versus the community, it's me versus those people. Have you felt like that? I have. For a large part of my life, I always felt like that. In fact, I was so insecure that I used to play the second hero in all of my friends' stories. Ah, the guy who brings the girl to the guy. Ah, the guy who sacrifices. Deepak Tijori. All these guys were like my idols because they're like, okay, see the second hero, he will die for the hero. But that's not it. We are all heroes for our own movies. You are all kings and queens of your domain. You are the heroine of your movie. And we are going to go there some level today and some level over the workshop that's starting on March 9th. Why the ninth? Because nine is the color of unity. It brings leadership, and eight, which is Shani color, Shani number, which is about learning together, wisdom and learning together. Vandy says it's our wiring from our culture, parents, society, everything that surrounds us. Yes, it is. Absolutely, it is. It is. That's what wires you. But that's one wire. The second wire is the wire of your ancestors. Your ancestors' genes are within you and they get activated as you experience different things as well. And the third one, the third experience, for those who believe, is your soul level experience. Your soul purpose is here to experience, and whatever it wants to experience, it will. Can we change it all? The answer is no. But we can have the strength to know how to respond to it the right way so that none of the challenges that we get ever hinder us from our growth. In fact, they become the building blocks of who we truly deserve to be. Every trauma, any trauma, can be easily converted into a building block. You just need to know how. And heal is all about that. I was depressed as a child with all those settings I could reach or achieve. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, as a child, let's go through some simple examples of what we all experience. You need to be great in studies. You need to be great in sports. Oh, you're an older child. You need to be responsible. You are the younger child. You must listen to everybody. Always controlled. Always controlled. Never given a free hand. Never told, okay, my child, go explore. We see what we get. A beautiful book said once, one of the biggest failures of childhood is the theory of reward and rebuke. Reprimand them, punish them if they're doing wrong, and reward them if doing right. No, it should always be about encouragement. When your child comes and washes dishes, don't say, oh, super, it's your job to help me. Just say, thank you. Thank you for helping me. Because what is that child doing? The child is helping you with your work. It's not the child's responsibility. Similarly, teach the child that it's not your responsibility or your teacher's responsibility to teach them. In fact, they should always be in gratitude. This one tool where you teach your child to say thank you for everything that they receive and to apologize whenever they're sorry changes their perspective completely. From control, they come into freedom, but freedom with responsibility. abilities. I want everybody to now close your eyes. If you're not driving, if you're driving, then please keep them open. Just close your eyes and just go back into the earliest birthday you remember. Just go back into the earliest birthday you remember. Could be any age, doesn't matter. And look around you. Who's there? Your parents, your friends. Did you have a happy birthday or not so happy birthday? What are they celebrating? If it's a celebration, what are they not celebrating if there was no celebration? If it's a happy moment, I want you to enjoy this happy moment in exuberance. If it's a sad moment, I want you to feel this sad moment in your body now. When you're feeling happy, where do you feel it in your body? When you're feeling sad, where do you feel it in your body? If you feel nothing, go to the next birthday. The birthday where you had a really good time or a really bad time. And wherever you feel it in your body now, in your imagination, touch that place and give it a gentle squeeze. Press it with love and say thank you for it to be there. Just do it with a gentle squeeze. And for Nawaz, or Bijal Shah, who asked about cough, time to focus on your throat. And time to give it a gentle press or a gentle massage. And now repeat these lines. I thank you for being with me in my body. I thank you for being with me in my body. I let you go with love. I let you go with love. I thank you for being there with me in my body. I let you go with love. Just let it go. As you're doing this massage and you're letting it go, I'm going to count down from 50, 50, 49, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. Keep repeating those lines and keep gently caressing that space in the body. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take 5 deep breaths and keep your eyes closed. Take 5 deep breaths and keep your eyes closed. Keep breathing. And remember, if you're enjoying this till now, we have a larger workshop coming on the 9th. Details will be shared in the group for you. Today, just focus on yourself. Just focus on yourself. And now go to a time as a child when you were unhappy. Just go to a time as a child when you were unhappy. Go to a time as a child when you were unhappy. Go to a time as a child when you were unhappy. Look at what you're doing there. Are you enjoying yourself? And of course not, because you're unhappy. See how you are, what you're wearing, what is happening. And as you do, your mother and your father will enter the room. Your mother will either pick you up or hold you, depending on what age you are, and will tightly hug you. Feel the warmth and the gentleness of your mother's hug. And your father will put his hand on your head gently, as if blessing you. Enjoy the gentle touches as the trauma or why ever you were sad now goes away with their gentle touches. The trauma is now going to be replaced by love, by joy, and by exuberance. Each of your cells will start feeling a change and going into ultimate exuberance for life. It doesn't matter how we are, it doesn't matter why how we are. What matters is how can we shift? What causes my issues to happen? Is it from genes? Is it my experiences? Or is it my past life? Doesn't matter. What matters is how do I shift it? How do I become exuberant, full of joy and love? Enjoy this exuberance with your parents, as the soul of your parents is the truest form of love that has joined your soul at this moment. Take a few seconds as I count you down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Take a deep breath, let your parents go, and slowly open your eyes. I am Dr. Saurabh Bidani. I've worked with over 25,000 clients who are happily living their lives. I've worked on over 1,000 workshops and many of them 200 plus online. I invite you to your journey on healing, on heal of your past traumas so you can live a bright and beautiful future. If you're enjoying this, if you enjoyed this, first and foremost, go drink some water. Then hug whoever's at home who you love the most because the joy you just got, spread it around. And finally, if you choose to, you can do two things. One, Share this video with other people. You're coming from one of my WhatsApp groups. I will be sharing the recorded link of this one. Second, if you choose to join the workshop, it's 499. We start on March 9th. So 3 days from now. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Sunday, everybody, and thank you for being here. It's my privilege to hold this space for you. It's your time that you have spent. My gratitude to your soul for having joined me here. God bless and have a wonderful, wonderful, and a beautiful Sunday ahead. See you again next Sunday.